Good afternoon, and thank you for joining our Teams webinar today. My name is Bobby Haggard. I'm one of the consultants here at TrinSoft. For those of you who don't know, TrinSoft is a 24-year Microsoft Gold Certified ERP partner, and we do all things Teams, Office 365, and Dynamics related. Now, on our call today, we'll be introducing you to Microsoft Teams and how it can connect you and your business. A few housekeeping notes before we get started. First, we went ahead and muted all of our phones, trying to keep down some of the background noise. So if you have a question, then please use our chat or Q&A feature of the webinar tool, and one of my coworkers will be sure to get back to you. If the question is something related to the demonstration or something that we can talk about on the demonstration, we'll look to possibly enter that live on the demonstration. If it's more focused to you and your company, we might look to take that offline and follow up with you after the webinar. Secondly, if you're interested in a copy of these slides for reference later, just drop me a quick email and we'll certainly be happy to get those your way. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into Microsoft Teams. So as we all know, over the past couple of months with COVID, we have all experienced working from home, remote connectivity issues, and being separated from our teams and coworkers in one way or another. Now, during that time, Microsoft has seen an explosion of Teams users and Teams usage. To put it into perspective, there are nearly 44 million Teams users each day, and Microsoft has seen a 1,000% jump in video conferencing. And finally, during these stay-at-home orders, Microsoft has also seen a 200% increase in meeting minutes. So it's clear to see that all companies have been expanding how they work and have seen the value in using a connected and collaborative tool like Microsoft Teams. As companies and workforces slowly begin to come back to work, companies are needing to manage their new normal, and they need to account for social distancing. Microsoft Teams can help by allowing employees to work remotely or at different times or different shifts. Now, Teams will help employees adjust to new environments and routines by allowing them to collaborate digitally. Finally, even with social distancing limiting the in-person interaction, your workforce can still feel connected and engaged by using Teams, video conferencing, and voice call tools. Microsoft Teams is a hub for teamwork. It's a chat-based workspace that enables groups of coworkers to be more productive by giving them a single and secure location that brings together everything a team needs, such as chats, meetings, calls, files, integration tools, and much more. Microsoft Teams is one place for all your needs that your teams have. Today's teams are dynamic. Members, roles, priorities, and goals can change, resulting in different communication needs. In Teams, people can choose how to communicate. They can engage in private, one-on-one chats, in group chats, or in team conversations that are visible to the entire team. Team conversations are open by default, and Microsoft has found that working in this open environment has a transformative effect on the culture of Teams and helps organizations move from personal to team productivity. Microsoft recognizes that information often lives across siloed services today, like mail, files, meetings, Power BI, data, and other SaaS services. Teams is a hub both for communication and collaboration that brings all these services together in one single workspace. So teams have one less place to go to, resulting in more time for productivity, as you do not have to toggle between apps. Microsoft Teams delivers on 4 core promises to create a digital workspace for high-performing teams. First, Microsoft Teams solves the communication needs of its diverse workforce. Since its preview, Microsoft Teams has evolved to include a complete meeting experience, as well as chat, voice, and videos. You can use Teams as informal as one-to-one and group chats, or directly on your phone if you're on the go. Or if you have an open conversation in a channel, this enables people to share information in a transparent way to accelerate decision making. It's super easy to move from a chat into face-to-face meeting, helping you to bridge geographical barriers. Now, when it comes to collaboration, the deep Office integration enables today's multi-generational workforce to use the Office apps they're familiar with and love. Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, SharePoint, and even Power BI right within the context of Teams. Teams is unique in how we enable collaboration. Today, when you want somebody's feedback, you send them a file via email, they store it locally with comments, you store it again. It's a vicious cycle that results in version 2, version 3, version 4 of many different files. And you have to jump between email and other apps to get those work done. Teams brings all of your Office 365 services together so that you can easily share and co-author files without the need for email attachments. Many of you use other services than Office 365 as well, which results in you having to jump between and spend time in different experiences. Microsoft built Teams to not only be the hub for Office 365 services, but for services and tools that teams use on a daily basis. So you can customize Teams with tabs, connector, and bots to include the apps and services you need. Microsoft has integrations with over 150 partners. And for the developer community, Microsoft has also created an extensible platform to enable building apps and to integrate with business processes. Finally, Microsoft Teams comes with the enterprise-grade security, compliance, and manageability that you expect from Office 365, which customers tell us is a huge value add for them. Microsoft Teams provides a shared workspace that enables teams to communicate without effort through chats across geographical boundaries, as I mentioned. Chats are threaded, persistent, and contextual, and allow your team to stay in the know easily and understand the context of the conversation. Microsoft has recently added guest access so that you can now chat with everyone on your team, whether they're inside your organization or an outside partner. Successful collaboration is based on relationships, so people can include emojis, memes, and fun graphics and messages, which allow them to show their personality and humanize those messages. You can also use GIFs, stickers, emojis to bring humor into conversation and is to help often soften the messages. Changing the communication style can change the style of a team. You can worry less about formalities and focus more on the substance. Now, all your common tools, all the Office apps that people use every day, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, SharePoint, even Power BI, are all built in, giving people access to the files and tools that they need right within Microsoft Teams. Users can share, co-author, and edit Office and other files right in the app. Now, as files are stored on SharePoint, and latest versions of the file is always accessible to any member of the team. This enables organizations to give everybody access to the information they need to get the work done. You can take notes with OneNote or access an integrated calendar from Outlook. Microsoft has built integrations with email so users can forward an email into a Teams channel for further discussion. Now, Microsoft realizes that every group is unique, so they have made it easy for teams to tailor their workspace to their needs and to include apps and services which are relevant to their team or project. Now, within Teams, you can set up your channel so that conversations on certain topics happen in designated spaces. Users can pin important files for quick reference for the whole team to access them in just one click. You can bring in cloud services to explore data and get updates from Microsoft apps and third-party apps. Notifications can be customized so that teams never miss a beat. Now, to bring users a breadth of customization options, Microsoft, again, has partnered with more than 150 partners for integrations. Microsoft has also created an extensible platform to enable building apps which are set and capable to enable higher performing teams. Microsoft Teams developed platforms enables integrations to your existing business processes through publicly available APIs. IT can manage trusted apps and employees and their organization. From day one, the requirements have been for Teams to provide you with the same Office 365 capabilities that you're used to, and to build security, privacy, and trust directly into the services so that you can work with confidence. You can manage and monitor all features in one centralized portal, such as data encryption. Customer data remains within region. There's customer content is always accessible through logs and telemetry. Multi-factor authentication, easy for me to say, and much more. Teams provides enterprises manageability to configure and set policies at a per user level and manage trusted apps for employees and the organization. Advanced call management controls include call routing, auto attendant, call queues, and reporting. Microsoft's mission talks about empowering every person to achieve more. With that in mind, they're focused on building an inclusive experience, including support for those who use screen readers, high contrast, and keyboard-only navigation to enable the collective brainpower and potential of everyone. Now, we talk with different organizations daily who ask how certain departments or different divisions could use Teams. We tried to highlight or outline a few examples of how different parts of a business could interact with and use a tool like Teams. For example, marketing teams can manage go-to-market, public relations event, planning, and their budget within Teams. They can add guests, for example, agencies or secure guest access. They can connect relevant third-party services to each channel, such as news, alerts, Twitter connectors, Adobe Cloud, YouTube, etc. And the list goes on and on for sales, finance, HR teams, etc. Teams allows you to stay connected with your team by allowing you to engage in digital meetings. I'll quickly hit on how Teams will help you prepare for meetings, run productive meetings, and finally follow up with your teams. First up, Teams allows you to integrate with your Outlook calendar, so you can easily schedule calls and meetings using the schedule assistant to be sure attendees are available. Teams allow you to prepare for a meeting by allowing you to search for files, information, and chat threads across the entire platform in one location. Finally, Teams allows you to create agendas and take meeting notes and share a whiteboard in real time, which can then be sent to meeting attendants as needed. Teams allows you to run and engage in productive meetings. Teams allows for both voice over IP and dial-in audio conferencing. Users can collaborate in real time with easy-to-use screen share and integrated apps. Finally, Teams allows for the same rich functionality, whether on a mobile device, desktop, or web browser. Finally, Teams allows you to easily follow up with your coworkers. Within Teams, users can effortlessly access documents and review historical chats instantly. Additionally, Teams has made it easy to share notes and files with other team members and coworkers. Finally, meetings can be recorded and transcriptions made and saved to the cloud for viewing later or to be shared with those unable to attend in real time. All right, I know that was a quick introduction and overview into Teams, and there's so much more that we could cover. However, if you're interested in Teams or how it can help your organization, please reach out to your TrinSoft team. Additionally, I've provided here a couple of very helpful resource pages from Microsoft on how to get started with Teams. I've also included our TrinSoft resource page, which I would highly encourage you to check out, as we have a lot of additional information about Teams, working from home tips, etc. Now, you might be saying, well, I don't even know where I would get started with using Teams. To that, we would just say, get started with something. Start small with a simple project or one team or collaboration and see how it goes. We would also encourage you to download the mobile app to check out its rich functionality. Finally, I wanted to play the short 2-minute Microsoft Teams video to help show you where to begin. All right, so I know that was just a quick video. I understand there might have been some audio issues, so I apologize for that. But that was just a quick video to show you how you can get started with Microsoft Teams. So thank you again for taking the time to attend today's webinar and staying connected with Microsoft Teams. I hope that you've seen how Microsoft Teams is a hub for teamwork that enables groups of coworkers to be more productive by giving them a single and secure location that brings together everything teams need, like chats, meetings, calls, files, and integrated tools. Now, if you have any questions or any interest in discussing Teams, Office 365 options, or even Microsoft Dynamics, or how any of these can be integrated and help with your team, then please send me a quick email or give me a call, and we'll be happy to walk through and talk and see what questions you have at that time. Now, finally, as I mentioned previously, if you'd like a copy of these slides or access to the resources which we've provided, we'll be happy to share those with you. Please just give me a quick call or send me a quick email, and we'll be happy to send those your way. Thanks again. Hope you have enjoyed this presentation, and we look forward to working with you soon. Thanks.